What's up, everybody? This is your girl Lisa, and I am also known as X Sims Life here on YouTube because I love playing with the Sims and diving into their life stories. So today in another Werewolf Legacy, I am super excited because we are with Daryl, and he's had a wonderful weekend with his son, and I think I'm going to have Daryl keep Aiden until Christmas Eve, and then Dayna is going to pick Aiden up Christmas Eve. So while Daryl and Dayna have been going through their separation, and it has been 2 weeks now, Daryl has some things going on in his world, you guys. Now that he is more in control, his werewolf has been secretly seeing Rory behind Daryl's back. Even though Daryl can see what his werewolf is doing, it's like when he shifts into his wolf form, he is taking a back seat, and it's his werewolf being the driver. And so Daryl doesn't have much of a say of what goes on. So as he has been taking the separation from Dayna, his werewolf has been, going on a few dates with Rory. They've been playing tug of war. Daryl's werewolf was super close in claiming Rory. Daryl's wolf, not only that, but he did woohoo with Rory in a bush, and Daryl doesn't know if he used protection or not because he's a werewolf. How are they going to use protection? So it's a risky chance that Rory might be pregnant, but Daryl doesn't know that for sure. And but all he knows is that he did do the deed with Rory, and he does respect and like Rory for who she is as a human being and as a werewolf.
Through the fields of our paths, feelings part our ways, keeping us close but estranged now. Dreams holding us closer, meadows of our youth, 107 days, but recalling it backwards. Our dreams holding us closer. So clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
But Daryl is so conflicted within himself because he's trying to get back on the right path with Dayna, but he understands that his werewolf will never be happy unless he has his mate, and he can't string two wonderful women along until he's truly had some time. So I think today Daryl is going to ask Rory on a date, on an actual date between them two as humans, not in their werewolf form. But so far, what Daryl has seen so far of Rory's wolf, he loves Rory's wolf because Rory is alpha, and her wolf is very strong. She's very dominant. She's very fierce, and she's one to be feared. That's why a lot of the townspeople say, beware of the wild things. So Daryl is here, and like I said, it is Sunday, and we have 2 more days. Well, we have another day before it becomes Sims Eve, and so they only have 2 more days together. Daryl and Rory's relationship has become very significant. Daryl's relationship has come a long way from where they used to be, and so we're going to look at this. And she's only interested in men and their fated mates. They're lovebirds, and it says it's fate. And Rory is ambitious, she's self-assured, and she's hot-headed. Since Dayna had all of those tragedies happen in San Myshuno, because San Myshuno is a crazy, hustling and bustling city, but it's known to have a lot of crazy people out there, he did, get his relationship with Dayna a lot better. He was able to celebrate with Dayna and her Aunt May. Her Aunt May's award and her star that she was able to place on the Hollywood Boulevard. And, Dayna is high maintenance. She's ambitious and she's a music lover. She likes women and men. And it's too early to tell with their relationship. At first, it was very rocky. But now, they've been getting into the swing of things. And Daryl does want to, like I said, he does want to ask Rory on a date. And I hope she says yes. I still have to have Rory get changed. So we're going to, switch her up in the cast and everything like that, before she gets to her dates. I know she wanted to go to a salon. We don't have time for all of that right now. So where we're going to go, we're going to go for somewhere to eat. Like, oh my gosh, I don't even think I have anything placed. So we are here with Rory and we're going to switch her up and create a sim. So let's get going, you guys. I want to keep it the same, but a little bit different. So we're going to switch it up. Like, look at Rory, like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know if I can do this, you guys. Is here with Rory and she is looking super cute, and as I was updating her in the creative sim, you guys, I was slowly starting to fall in love with her. I was starting to fall in love with all of her bruisings, her scars, her werewolf bites that was on her legs, and just looking at Rory, it made me see her in a different light. To know that Rory has a story behind her that really just showcases her bravery, her strength. If only Daryl knew how far she has come in her life and in survival, and how many times she has almost been to the brink of death. If only Daryl knew how many times he would be thanking the fates for the fact that she is here right now. And as I was looking at her in Creative Sim, I just started falling in love with her and her story. And I know that the more time that Daryl spends with Rory, the more he will eventually himself, Daryl, the human side of him, will eventually fall for Rory the same way I slowly am falling for her. I don't know what this means for Dayna now, because honestly, I can see Daryl being with Rory and protecting her and wanting to be that alpha mate that just steps up to the plate and can protect her, the pack, and really just be dominant. And I really can see Rory being an awesome Luna, and she's already a werewolf, and she's his mate, so it's just a win-win situation. But at the same time, I think Daryl is holding out hope that he can change Dayna, reject Rory, and claim Dayna. But at the same time, like, he doesn't know how to reject Rory unless he goes through like a painful ceremony, and I don't think he's ready to do that. All I know is that I'm glad that, he's separated from Dayna. He's living on his own, he's single, and he can take this opportunity to get to know Rory, but he has to be straight up with her. especially with letting her know, like, he doesn't know what the future holds, but he just thanks her for this opportunity to get to know her. But Rory's just like, I want you to get to know me, the real me. I want you to fall in love with me on your own, but in the end, if you don't feel anything for me except for what the mate bond is trying to have you feel, then yeah, I don't mind. I will gladly accept your rejection and I can go, my separate ways. But hopefully she's not pregnant, you guys, because Dayna, I don't think Dayna is going to come back to all of that. I think Dayna is going to feel very betrayed, but at the same time, Dayna told Daryl that, she can't stand in his way of his mate, and I don't think she will. And I think she would be happy for Daryl, but at the same time, I don't think she would, want to be in a relationship with him, and he has this ongoing relationship with his mate. Like, that's just not fair. So I think Daryl has to make that decision. His werewolf already decided on his mate, but Daryl has to make that decision, that final decision to say, yeah, Rory is the girl for me. But for right now, we are going to ask if she is single. And we're also going to ask, if she has any children. Because there's a lot of things that we don't know about Miss Rory. I mean, we do know that she's ambitious and she's all of those things, but we don't know if she has a crazy ass past besides, killing rogues. And I know that Daryl's adoptive father wants him to spend some time with him, but Daryl just needs to figure these things out, and I don't know why this woman is blocking him from going to his mate. Rory is looking too good. So we are going to make wolf eyes at, because I really want to do a lot of werewolf interactions, because again, Daryl is trying to climb up in the ranks to become a veteran werewolf. So he has to do a lot of the werewolf needs and things that he can do when it comes to werewolf activities, werewolf interactions, anything that has to deal with werewolf and getting your werewolf points up. We are here at the rattlesnake, and he is going to go here together with her. I'm waiting for a bartender. I don't know where the bartender is. I haven't been to the rattlesnake in so freaking long, but we are going to order drinks for group. We are going to order, let's see, Sex on the Beach, Screwdriver, Gin and Tonic, Mimosa. I think we're going to do a lot of Cocolada. Ooh, I think he would do that. I think he would be expensive, but Rory is not that type of go all out. That's more like a Dayna drink. So he's going to do, let's see, a whiskey sour. I want something really good, like a gin and tonic. He's going to do a gin and tonic with Rory. They're going to take some shots, get a little bit of loose. I mean, they already got loose, so I don't want them getting any more looser because Daryl is not trying to be a baby father to 20 different girls, or, he doesn't want to have 20,000 babies, okay? So he's trying to be good in everything that he does. So this vibe is kind of cool. I don't know where Rory went to. I pray she didn't leave. Like, hello, I'm trying to have a date with you. Like, how could you leave me like that? Just up and freaking leave, bruh. Like, this is why Dayna is the one for me, because Rory stays leaving. Like, she never wants to fucking stay. And that's so upsetting to me, because it's like, I took all of this time to take you on this date, and now you're freaking nowhere to be freaking found. Like, are you kidding me? So it's whatever. Daryl is just going to drink. He isn't going to spend too much time here because he wants to spend time with his son before, he has to return Aiden back home to his mother, but he is going to enjoy his drink. He might as well invite Dayna over. I mean, Rory is just being a butt munch, and so Daryl, he's going to be that type of dude, and he's going to invite Dayna over and see if Dayna would like to come and enjoy a drink with him. And I think it's too late, I'm not sure, but she didn't hang up right away. So okay, so she's sleeping. So Daryl should be going home and taking care of his son. So he's going to go home, and we're going to meet him when he gets there. So Daryl just got home, and he's going to take Aiden, I think, outside to say goodnight to the moon, because that is an interaction that he can do as werewolves. And so he's going to go inside and he's going to check up on his son. And I can't believe his house has become destroyed, diminished from its former glory. Daryl right now, he's going to, say goodnight to the moon. He's going to tuck Aiden. Okay, so that means basically he's just tucking him in to bed. And he's going to give Aiden a kiss goodnight. We are going to turn off this light. Turn on this light. And then Aiden is just going to have his nightlight in his room. And I think that's going to be cool. And we're going downstairs now. He's trying to get everything cleaned up. I do want to get this tree done before Aiden leaves. So we're going to decorate tree skirt, blue and green. We're going to decorate with the ornaments, yellow and white, and decorate garland with popcorn and cranberries. Place Paul under the tree. I love how Daryl has just stepped up to the plate to become this super dad and also this alpha of the pack. We have to go over to the Bloodstone pack so that way, Daryl can celebrate Christmas with the Bloodstone pack as well. And we have to finally implement their pack, you guys, and have him take over. So Daryl is here just decorating the Christmas tree, you guys, and now he is going to make sure the house is cleaned up and ready to go for when he does invite his guest over for Christmas Eve. I am excited for that, and Christmas Eve will be starting shortly. It's going to pop up sometime soon. I don't know why this nanny's outside. She's just not doing anything, so we're going to dismiss her. Hopefully the doors are still not locked. So, okay, no, it's fine. I don't know why she's standing out there. We're just going to dismiss her once he's done, because that's just weird. I hired a nanny to take care of Aiden while, Daryl was away on a date with his mates, and oh my goodness, I guess the nanny wasn't able to get inside the house. Daryl by accidentally locked her out, and he is doing a horrible job putting this tree together, but it's super, super funny. And I really do, even though this house looks a hot mess because of all of the damage that has been done to it, I do love all of the details, and it's within those details that just make this, Let's Play come alive a little bit more. So he's almost done doing what he has to do with the Christmas tree, and he's going to place the piles. Okay. And he didn't even place the Christmas, tree skirt. What the freak? Blue and white. And he's just dismissing her. He's like, I don't need you anymore. Please leave. He's down to $1,000. So Daryl really needs to put in the effort at work, and he doesn't have a job anymore. So he has to get into a career that's best suited for him. He could be a fisherman. Reach level 2 fishing skills. So Daryl's just going to be a fisherman. He's going to catch some fish. He's going to live off the land and see if he can survive off of that, or if he's going to have to ask Dayna for some help. I'm not sure, but we do have to let him just finish out his night. And I do want to switch over to Dayna to see how she's doing. But first and foremost, before we do that, maybe we should take a sneak peek over to the Bloodstone pack. I'm not sure, but Daryl needs a cigarette, and he's an angry drunk right now. It says, start sobering up in 3 hours. He's angry. He had fun decorating the house. So I think Daryl is going to smoke his cigarette, get it out of his system really quick, and we are going to just see what Dayna is up to. So, I guess Dayna did show up to the Rattlesnake Juice Bar, but she missed Daryl by a couple hours. And, she doesn't, she's not happy about that, because she feels like she's been stood up. Even though, she didn't answer, his messages and his calls the first time around, Dayna felt Daryl should have just waited a little bit longer. He knows how long it he knows how long it takes her to get ready for certain things. So she's just gonna go home and she's just gonna call it a dub for tonight. And I'll see you all when she gets to Aunt May's apartment. Dayna has been super thankful and grateful for her aunt for letting her stay here for as long as she has been letting Dayna stay here. And Aunt May is just so happy that her niece is here with her great nephew, and they're all right, and they're not dealing with all of the stress that they were dealing with down in Moonwood Mill. And Aunt May noticed that there was a lot of strange characters down there, and she's just glad that her niece is in a place where she can thrive and grow, especially within her career, because Aunt May wants the best for Dayna, and she wants Dayna to thrive, and she wants Dayna to succeed in everything that she wants to do in life. And Aunt May understands that Dayna had a whirlwind of a relationship with Daryl, and she understands that Dayna was and still is in love with Daryl no matter what they go through. But Aunt May wants Dayna to know that there is more to life than a relationship, and if Daryl truly wanted to be with her, then he would be here working it out with her. And Dayna keeps on telling her Aunt May, like, I've noticed all of the changes he has done within the home, drastic changes, but changes that were beneficial nonetheless. And he has regained control of himself and his werewolf, but there is just one sticky situation. He has a destined mate that he still hasn't even rejected yet, and that's something that Dayna doesn't understand. Like, why has it taken Daryl this long to reject his mate? If he says he loves her and he wants to be with her forever, and he chooses her, destined or not destined, why has it taken him this long to reject Rory and claim her? But Dayna realizes that she can't keep focusing all her energy and all her time on Daryl. She needs to focus all of that on herself and making sure that she is truly developing her skills and becoming where she wants in her career and just doing the things that she loves to do. So she's here hugging her Aunt May, and she desperately wants to open some presents because it is going to be Christmas Eve. And you always have that tradition of opening up one present before Christmas Day. And then, of course, spending the whole day with your family, eating and drinking eggnog and baking cookies and listening to Christmas music. I love Christmas. It is the time of year that is just the best time to just be with your family and just drinking hot cocoa by the fireplace. And I think that's what Dayna wants. She wants some hot cocoa. But let's just pretend this coffee pot is a hot cocoa machine maker and she can get a hot chocolate, unless she goes out here and finds like a cocoa stand. But I doubt. Wait, is this a hot chocolate stand? Can she order a hot chocolate? Can she order drink? Let's see. She can't even order a freaking hot chocolate. Freaking A, man. What? I know that in Del Sol Valley, you can like freaking order a hot chocolate, and I know that in freaking Brightchester, at the colleges, you can order a freaking hot chocolate. What is this crap? Anyway, so I'm just looking around the place, making sure, yeah, she does have a lot. She does have a lot to clean up. But Dayna definitely wants to sneak a present because she still has that within her that is not going away. Ever since she was a little girl, she's always been sneaking presents, opening up her presents and rewrapping them and putting them back under the tree as if nobody would notice that there was a different type of paper wrapped on it. And she was playing with her toys for weeks. This is Christmas. She's in the spirit and she misses her son so much. So she is going to, when Daryl wakes up, she is going to video chat him and, make sure she can see her son and I want to see, can she... Look at her, she's stealing a freaking present, and I hope it's freaking cool. So she forgot all about video calling Daryl right now because she's like wanting to see what her present is. Nothing in the present other than sadness and lies. Like, that was freaking harsh. Okay. The original werewolves didn't deny their inner beast. They embraced the moon and its magic, and they used it for good, keeping the vampires from taking over. I don't think the Moonwood Collective would even be strong enough today to take on the vampires if they started another conflict. The Wildfangs would be. See, this is what I love about Rory. She is so freaking confident in herself, in her alpha abilities, and in her pack. And that's what I love about her. And so I humanized her because I didn't want her to be in her werewolf all day long. Rory O'Call is plain old ordinary, boring human. Good job. So she's no longer a werewolf? Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to like really humanize her. Oh my gosh, so if Rory isn't a freaking werewolf anymore, does that mean she's on the same even playing field as Dayna? And so that means, like, what is so special about Rory except for the fact that she's his destined mate? Or is she his destined mate? Oh my gosh. I have to go back over to freaking Daryl's house, you guys. But first, Dayna is just like, she doesn't know what to do with herself. She just wants to relax today and chill. She, does need to get herself another gig. But it's the Christmas, season. It's the holiday seasons right now, and she just wants to relax and not do too much. She did have a killer roast. She was roasting somebody. But right now, I do want to go over to Daryl's place because I really want to see if Rory is still his mate now that she's freaking human. So, oh my gosh. Give me one moment, you guys. I know it's a lot of flip-flopping around today, but there's not really much going on besides them being really lazy until Dayna goes and picks up her son. There's just really not much for them to do. Now, again, when it does reach 8 o'clock, I hope that the holiday event will show up for them, but if it doesn't appear, then it's okay. I'm not going to trip about it, but I want it to appear so that they can be able to have their grand meal and they can invite their friends and family over, and I think it would be a great thing for Dayna. Aiden is going to ask his dad to turn on the TV, and I apologize for the background noise in advance, you guys, but there's nothing I can do about it. So Aiden is going to ask his dad to turn on the TV for him so he can watch some TV, and Daryl is like, yeah, sure, I'm going to do that just for you, baby, because you deserve it. It is Christmas Eve, and did Daryl place the presents? No, he didn't place the freaking presents. Okay, so oh my goodness gracious. So can we reset the decorations? Reset all the decorations. So we're going to decorate the tree skirts. We are going to decorate the ornaments. And we are going to decorate that. So, Daryl did turn on the TV for Aiden. So Aiden is going to come up here and viciously play with his toys because he is teething and his fang is hurting so bad. He hates it. And Daryl is going to make sure his son knows, like, hey, I turned on the TV for you, and I hope you enjoy. And hopefully he didn't turn the TV back off. That would be so redundant. And so here we go. We're going to finish doing this stupid tree. And we are going to see if Rory is still his mate. Even though she's a scent. Even though she's human. Okay, so even though she's human, she's still his fated mate, you guys. So that's freaking crazy. I don't want Rory to be his mate. Like, she's pretty and everything like that, but she's like, not Dayna. I don't know. And I don't even know if she's pregnant or not. Like, that's so crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, it's Sims Eve. I do not feel like anything. Like, I can't believe. You know what, you guys? I really don't want Rory to be his mate anymore. Like, she is not all that in a bag of chips. Daryl finally, rejected Rory. He came to the conclusion that no matter how many dates they go on, you know, he is not going to love her in that way, the same way he loves Dayna. And his werewolf is destroyed by that, but he finally was able to call up Akalia, and she gave him all the necessary details he needed to be able to perform the ceremony and to reject Rory. And so he did, so they're no longer fated mates. Rory became human, because I didn't mean to change her human, and she's going to get, you know, changed back into a werewolf, because Daryl will, you know, give her the cursed bite, because that's the least he could do. But he did reject her, and it's a good thing that he rejected her while she was human, because the pain wasn't as painful, so it's not going to destroy her or her wolf. But that released Daryl from having to be with Rory and claim her and to be her fated mate, and now it frees his werewolf to love Dayna completely. And his werewolf was upset, very upset at him, but his werewolf understands, and his werewolf doesn't want to be conflicted anymore himself either. So Daryl is finally free from the bondages of the fates, and so he does want to call up Dayna and just let her know, like, I did it, you know, I am no longer with Rory like that, like, she's no longer my mate. I did it, babe, I did it. So he's gonna send her a text, and he's going to invite her over, and they're going to just spend this Christmas Eve together with their son. And you know, I miss them. I really did miss them together, you guys. I know I'm so biased when it comes to Dayna and Daryl, but it's their legacy, it's their love story, it's everything them. But Daryl is going to let Dayna know, like, hey, I did it, Dayna. And this is something that Dayna was just thinking. Days earlier, she was thinking, like, you know, if he really loved me, he would have been rejected her. But Daryl needed time. Daryl needed to be fair. You know, give Rory a fair chance, and he needed time to figure out how to truly break the fated bond with Rory. So he did, and so now Daryl is calling his one true love, his imprinted mate, Dayna, over, and she's like, I will be right over, Daryl. And so he is super excited, and I can't wait, because Daryl is going to ask Dayna if she wants to be a werewolf, and I want to see what she says to him, and hopefully she says yes. So here's Dayna. We are going to give her a smooth apology, let her know that, you know, we tried it out with Rory and it didn't work. Hopefully Rory isn't pregnant with his baby, but if she is, well, it just solidifies his, you know, back and his legacy. So he is going to give her the residence key. He is also going to make wolf eyes at her. He's also going to tell her all about what happened with him and Rory, and just reassure her that there is completely nobody else but her. And I really, you know, didn't think that they would work all of this out by Christmas time, but they did. So he's going to ask her if she wants to become a werewolf, and he wants to see what she says. So he's going to ask her, and she's like, you know, yeah. She's like, I was hesitant at first, but I think I'm ready to be a werewolf. Daryl was like, okay, you ready? And she's like, yeah, okay, Dayna, please take that mask off. So Daryl asked Dayna if she wanted to become a werewolf, if she was finally ready to, and he let her know that he broke it off with Rory, he rejected her, and he is now free from their mate bond. And Dayna was elated to hear that, and she said, I was hesitant at first, but I think I'm ready to be a werewolf. Let's do this. And Daryl is super excited about that, and I think Dayna can balance out the werewolf lifestyle and her role as a celebrity. So he is going to friendly, let's see if he can give her this cursed bite. Oh my gosh, talk about environment. Can I please give you the cursed bite, werewolf? Cursed bite. Ooh, disgust being a werewolf. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he is going to discuss being werewolf with her, discuss all about it, werewolf diplomacy. So he's going to do the accursed bite for Dayna, you guys, and we're going to watch this happen, you guys. Oh my gosh, she's like, you could bite me right there. And she's like, ah, Daryl, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Daryl's like, my first werewolf that I turned is my one true love, Dayna. And so he's like, how do you feel, babe? She's like, I don't know. I've never done this before. He's like, me either. So I don't know, how am I supposed to feel? And Daryl is just freaking smoking right now. But Daryl does have to go over to Rory and give her the accursed bite as well, so that Rory can become a werewolf again. Because not only did he reject her, but he by accidentally turned her human. So he is going to ask her about her hobbies and skills. So I guess, he bit her right there in the arm, and I'm basically making that to be also his claim mark on Dayna, and he claimed her finally as well. So I'm happy and excited about that. So we are going to blow her a kiss, and Aiden is very hungry, so we're going to make sure our son is well taken care of while we're just talking outside with Dayna. And Daryl is going to eventually quit smoking, but one thing at a time. Oh my gosh. So Dayna said to Daryl, because Daryl was asking Dayna how her relationship with Rory is because he heard some things around town. She says, oh, so somehow it's my fault that some wild fangs showed up just to mark their territory right outside my front door last week. It took ages to get the smell out. Why couldn't it have just been one of those nice Moonwood Collective folks that come by to chat sometimes? So Rory, took it really hard, and she's been doing some things behind the scenes, behind Daryl's back, towards Dayna, and once he found out about that, he's not happy. So maybe he won't give her that accursed bite, but he is going to send her a text and let her know that he is not happy about that at all whatsoever. You can't be messing with Dayna like that, the mother of his child, the woman of his dreams, the woman that he loves, and he cares for so freaking much. So he's going to make sure she's all right. And then he's going to go over to Rory and he's going to beat her up. He's going to actually invite her over just so he can just break it off with her in front of Dayna. And just show Dayna, like, she is the only one and will forever be the only one. And I'm so happy he controlled his werewolf, you guys. I'm so happy they were able to get a happy ending. They were able to, we were able to just go through this whole pack. I mean, there's still so much more to go through because he hasn't reached the pinnacle of his ranking, but he will. But Rory is over here right now, and Daryl is going to definitely break it off with her. He's going to insult her. He is also going to insult feeble nature. He is also going to snarl at her. And then he's going to give her the accursed bite. And he is going to also argue with her and just let her know, like, Rory, like, it's always been freaking Dayna. He's going to brush her off. He is also going to, criticize her woo-woo techniques, as well as, he is going to, let's see, he's going to shout forbidden words. He is also going to make sure she understands that it will never be her. He tried, but it's just not working, and it's even more, and it's crazy that his werewolf is doing all of this as well, and his werewolf form, because days ago, his werewolf couldn't even fathom, doing this to Rory, but ever since he was able to reject Rory, he doesn't care anymore about her. Those feelings are gone, completely gone, evaporated. So he's going to tell Rory, like, listen, you just got to go, and brush her off. Let her know that she's not the one. He tried. It's just not going to work. Goodbye. Shout forbidden words at her. Just let her know, like, bruh, you're not the one for me. And then he's going to definitely, kiss Dayna and, embrace her and do those things with Dayna. Wow, Aiden is over here just hearing the commotion, and he's just like, what are my parents up to right now? I feel like every time Aiden is over at his dad's house, he's not really being taken care of. We haven't really followed along in Aiden's life, but we will in the next season, you guys. But I am so happy how season 1 came along for this Werewolf Legacy so far, but there's so much more left to do. But you guys, I have so much editing to get done. I'm super excited of how it all has just came to be. We still have to place the okay, so we can't remove the present pile. So remove present pile, place present pile under the tree, and then he is going to, I don't know, is he going to take a shower or something? Like, take a steamy shower. And, yeah, I don't know why you're still here, Rory, but you can go. Just go away. Like, I don't know why you're here, but you got to go. He is not feeling well. He could have gotten a disease, fear conquered, feeling protective, incredible text. So he's feeling very protective over Dayna. That was cute. What was cute? The towers. Aiden is adorable to him. Transformation mastery. He mastered the ability to transform. And where is Dayna? Because I don't know if she left. I think she left. So Daryl has to clean the coop, and he has to basically scatter the feed, as well as make sure his son is well taken care of. I don't understand why she is still here. But we are going to toddler care, change diaper, and we are going to just make sure that Aiden is taken care of. And Hannah is saying, does the Humor and Hijinks Festival sound interesting to you? Because I would like to go. But no, Mom, I would like to go, but not right now. I gotta take care of my son. It's Christmas Eve. And we still have to just sing and make sure we can open presents. You got to go. Like, why aren't you going home? Like, you need to go. Bye. Dag. It was nice meeting you, Rory. It was nice spending time with you. I thank you for the couple of days that we got to spend together, but it's time for us to go our separate ways, and this is where I have to end this episode, you guys. So this is X-Sims Life here, saying happy simming, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.